Welcome to Real Talk, and I'm your host, Crystal Glass. And on today's show, we have the incomparable Stephen Strickland, actor, producer, director, host, comedian. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome, Stephen. How are you?
I'm great, Crystal. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Glad you stopped by today.
I'm glad to be here.
Can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
My name is Stephen Strickland. I am a resident of Newark, New Jersey, the Brick City, born and raised.
Yes.
I'm an actor, I'm a director, I'm a host, just became a producer. I'm an all-around nice guy. I love to entertain. I love God. Me and him, we kind of cool, we tight, you know, we have a relationship. Yeah, that's me, I guess.
Yes, it is him, spot on, because he's really cool and he's so much fun to hang out with. And tell them all about the first time we met.
Wow, the first time we met was about, 19, 20 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, Andre Davis. Shout out to Andre Davis,
Hi, Andre.
A Diamond Entertainment. He's an R&B singer, and he needed some background dancers. And that's when we met.
What was the move back then?
It was a lot of moves. It was a lot of moves back then.
We had fun at rehearsal, I remember.
Yeah, me, you, Andre, Jenna.
Yes.
Shout out to Jenna.
Shout out to Jenna.
Yeah, it was a great time. I used to teach hip hop and do choreography back in the day. So he asked me to be a part, and I think all three of us collaborated with choreography for the dance moves, and it was cool. It was a fun time.
It was.
Yeah.
The great thing about this show is I want to bring people's careers, their purpose of what God called them to do, and all in between, what happened, your ups and your downs, your trials, your tribulations. How did you get through some of those moments?
Well, like you said, what God called you to do, so sometimes we try to do our own thing and I guess step out of his will and what his plan is. We don't always know what his plan is. But we feel in our hearts what we've been, called to do. I know people have told me what they feel I'm called to do. But I think I know acting is what I was, put on earth to do. Acting and entertaining people and bringing joy and happiness and laughter, to their lives, and just to be an inspiration to people when I can, when I'm trying to be, and when I'm not even trying to be. I'm just, being myself, and I've been told that I've been an inspiration to people, and that's awesome.
I was just getting ready to say that. Yeah. You have inspired me. You inspire many people as you go through life. No matter what you're working on, you always put comedy in there. It's just a natural gift. It's a natural gift to to lighten up the room, the mood, and to make people feel comfortable. And I think that's a great thing about being a director when you're an actor. You know, you're an actor's director.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Expound on that a little bit.
Well, being an actor first, it does help with, being a director. It helps from a standpoint where you get to communicate on a certain level with the actor. You know how to communicate to the actors that you're working with to get the results that we all want, collectively. We want the vision of the project to be reached and, and surpassed. I got started in directing in an indirect way. The projects that I was a part of, like the plays, a lot of the directors would come to me and ask my opinion on things because they saw my work ethic, how I went about the craft, my passion that I have for acting. And they would ask my opinion on things, and I would say, well, if you try it this way, or let's try it this way and see what happens. And the results were 95% of the time, I don't want to say better, but it worked for what we were trying to do. And from that, I was asked by a friend of mine, a very talented actress, her name is Shoshone Lambert, to direct her short play. I think this was during the time of Hurricane, I want to say Katrina, maybe? One of the hurricanes. It was during the relief a relief fund or relief time for one of the hurricanes, and she asked me to direct her short play, and I did it, and we won Best Play.
Wow,
So that was
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Then she asked me to direct another play. I directed that. We didn't win, but it was cool, very notable.
Absolutely.
And then she finally asked me to direct her film. It was a film called Beautiful Killer. We had a great time, you know, on set. That was my directorial debut. And I've been...
And what year was that?
Oh.
Was that recently or a couple of years back?
That was, I want to say, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when I directed my first film, Beautiful Killer. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your production side as a producer.
Well, okay.
Which one do you like best? I mean, between producing and directing.
Oh, between producing and directing? Well, I just became a producer, so right now I'd say, you know, directing more.
Me too.
But as a producer, like I said, I just became a producer. I've co-produced a couple of projects. Within the last, I want to say like 5 years,
Right.
4 or 5 years, co-produced a couple of projects, and then I put out my first film under my production company called Strickland Media Group. Strickland Media Group. You know, you can follow me on Instagram, Strickland Media Group. Yeah, so, you know, co-produced a couple of projects. She's Gone with LeVar Nelson. I co-produced a mini-series with my brother Ace Brown of Ace Brown Productions called I Need Help. You can check that out on YouTube. And then my short film, Sorted. I wrote the screenplay. It's based on a monologue written by a great friend of mine, talented actress, Katie Mack. And she wrote the monologue for it. I performed the monologue several times at different venues. And as I was performing it, I said, this could be a movie. So I produced the movie, wrote the screenplay, directed it, starred in it, got my Denzel on, you know, wore all the hats, you know.
Denzel on. I like
Okay.
Do that again?
Okay.
All
you've
right.
never
seen your...
You've never seen my Denzel
No.
impersonation, huh?
Do it
Okay.
again. I'm
Okay.
excited.
We're here on Real Talk right now, with Crystal Glass, okay. But anyway, yeah. So I just got into the producing side of it. It's kind of fun, you know, when it's your money and, you know, any other people's money, you know, who help you, you know, get the project going. So it's fun. You know, I'm looking forward to helping, you know, artists and filmmakers, you know, get their projects up and running through Strickland Media Group. Yeah.
I want one final thought to give to our viewers about being a producer.
Final thought. We're done?
No, just
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Jeez Louise.
I'm kidding.
Just give them a final takeaway on
Producing? I think you got some on my face.
Being a producer, director, and also writer, and actor. What can you encourage our viewers with?
I would like to encourage you all. My motto is do what you love and love what you do. You've heard people say you're a jack of all trades and master of none. I think that's how it goes. But whatever you think and feel that you want to do, you know, do it. And just be focused. When you're wearing the different hats, focus on that hat at that time. You know, when you're an actor, be an actor. Try not to think about the production side of it. If you're a director, you know, you just got to lock into whatever it is you're doing at that moment. Focus on that. And I feel that, you know, your projects will come out the way you want to. If you just have a focus, a mind to do it, a plan, you know, write your plan and work your plan. Plan your work.
Write the vision and
make it plain. Yes.
A backup too. Yes.
Plan your work and work your plan.
Yes.
And you know, just be encouraged to go out there and do it.
Well, I want to thank Stephen. We're going to come right back after this short break. So keep watching.
Your problem is commitment. So how does it feel knowing that Sandy cheated? Mo, you were never there for her. I watched you abuse her. She deserves better.
This isn't final.
Nor does it mean that it's your daughter, but we have found the body.
Oh, no.
We're gonna need some DNA to identify the remains. Take your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You meet here every week and you talk about how the world is so wrong. And you look to each other for answers. But today, this world doesn't want you to fight for your freedom. When do we say that we'll all stand together as black men and black women and say, we won't stand? Here's your chance to do something good with your life for once. Stand up and be the man that your mother expects you to be. You want change, son? Change starts with you.
And welcome back to Real Talk with Crystal Glass. I'm here with Stephen Strickland, and today we're talking more about your movie and acting career. Okay. And I want to talk about this project called The Calling.
The Calling, it's a great short film written, produced, directed by Shimon Foy, or does he go by Shimon Foy or Shimon Patterson? One of the two. Shimon, he wrote it, he directed it, and produced it. You know, we have stage names and things like that, legal names, government names, as they say, government names. Yeah, a good friend of mine, Shelley LeBlanc, she asked me, she told me about the film, and it's a film about the struggles that a pastor has to keep his church afloat, and questioning whether or not he was called to preach because of the troubles that he has, he and his wife and First Lady have to keep the church afloat. And it was a fun project. It was shot on an iPhone, people.
Really?
It was shot on an iPhone, and it was
amazing.
Really good. It was really good. I'll admit I was a little hesitant about it when I spoke to Shimon about it, or was it Shelley? Well, whoever told me about it said it was going to be shot on an iPhone. I was like, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Papa. But then I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. It's something I've never done before, because everybody doesn't have the red camera, all those big expensive cameras, and people have talked about movies being shot on iPhone. These commercials that are out, they shoot on iPhone. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. And we shot it, and it came out pretty good.
Did you know there's an entry now on some film festivals that you can submit via iPhones?
Yes,
cell phones?
we actually won best film for iPhone/smartphone. I think it was the Hollywood Divine Film Festival. I might be getting the wrong film festival, but we won for best iPhone and smartphone
so there's something
film.
out there for everyone.
Yes.
That want to shoot a film. You don't have to have, like you said, these big expensive cameras.
Right.
If you have an idea, you got the actors together, shoot it.
That's right.
Just shoot with multiple friends, shooting different angles and edit it together. Be creative.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. Did you bring a clip of The Calling with you?
Yes, I did.
Set it up for us. What we're
we would set up the clip. Well, the clip is actually the trailer for The Calling. Again, written, directed, and produced by Shimon Foy, starring Stephen Strickland, Shelley LeBlanc. Check it out.
Let's take a look.
I will take what I've learned. And apply it to my life.
God, I don't know how I got here.
Oh, this is too much.
This is too much.
How could you say that? How could you say that? I'm still your wife.
I think I messed up.
Pastor, how could you do this to us?
And we're back. That was an awesome clip. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
When did it come out?
It's actually out now. Right now, it's on YouTube. Real Talk live
Food is here.
television.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
My Uber's here. I gotta go. But yeah, you can check it out on YouTube. You can look under The Calling, and you can also follow, on Instagram, The Calling Film,
We'll also
or The
post
Calling
it
Movie.
to our page, our Facebook page, and our YouTube channel, which is Real Talk with Crystal Glass. We'll post it there as well.
What's the show? Real Talk with Crystal Glass.
And today, Stephen Strickland. Okay, so going back to what we were talking about during the break, during the clip, about your calling. a lot of people get it mixed up when they hear from a person as opposed to hearing from God.
Right. Yeah, we talked about this, earlier, and during the break. I grew up in church. I've been going to church since I was 4 years old. My grandmother brought me to church. Shout out to St. Paul Sounds of Praise Pentecostal Fellowship Ministries in Newark, New Jersey. I'll admit I'm in a backslidden state. I'll say, I haven't been to church in a while, But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. It's real talk,
You're
though.
not backslidden if you haven't been to church now.
But
if you're separated from God, that's backslidden. Let's get it right.
All right,
Okay?
you better preach. That's real talk right there.
So if you're, because you can go to church, you can pay your tithes and not be in
line with God.
communion with God.
You right.
and be out of His will.
You right.
Come on now.
Oh,
Let's
Lord.
talk. Shabba.
Anyway,
So,
Shabba, right?
Shabba glory. So,
Shabba glory. No, but calling.
talk.
So yeah, we're talking about the calling. So growing up in the church, I sang in the choir. I recorded with the choir, traveled with the choir. My grandmother, rest in peace, was a missionary. My aunt is an evangelist. My dad preached for a while. My mom even preached for a while. Wow. So I had ministers, in my family. Another aunt was a minister. So people always, I see you being a preacher. I see you being a preacher. People telling me I see you being a preacher, but I didn't necessarily hear that, from God.
Absolutely.
And through acting, I've played the angel. I've played Jesus. I've played the preacher so many times.
Right.
And I began to realize that my ministry could be theater. The performances that I bring, because the preacher, he's always, giving a message. There's a message in the story of the film.
Yes.
So I thought and felt that, my ministry would be, the acting, on stage, because a lot of my work, I would say 90% of my theater work was in church, not in church, but church faith-based community theater, things of that nature.
Yes.
So that's always fun.
Which is powerful in itself.
Yes, it is.
The different concerts and cantatas that go on during the Christmas season is just these amazing actors, singers, and dancers put these, nativity or original plays, original musicals together during the holiday season and during Easter. But it goes outside of that, because we're supposed to be the light in a dark world. So God give us all these talents to bring them all together for His purpose and His plan. But it's things that we love to do and things that He has given us, blessed us with naturally. I'm quite sure you were born acting. Probably said a monologue when it came out.
My first words was Macbeth. No. Some people said, "Mama, I gave a whole monologue from Macbeth." No, but I attribute my talent to God. It's a God-given talent. To my mom, thank you. To my mom and my dad, they both were actors in school, and so that's why I get it from. Get it from my mom. Get it from my daddy.
So when we come back, we're gonna wrap things up with Steven so he can do his thing. And we'll be right back. Thanks for watching.
Okay, all right, okay. You want to see Denzel? Well, Denzel is here. This is my character. I call him Wenzel Doshington. Okay. Crystal Glass, you got a new show, huh? Okay. You're telling me here right now, I declare and I decree that your show will be awesome. Huh? You will have viewers everywhere. You're going to have viewers in Brazil. Huh? You're going to have viewers in Japan. Huh? It's going to go worldwide. Worldwide. You understand what I'm telling you right here, right now? Listen, I don't think you're taking me seriously. Huh? Okay? All right? Uh-huh.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Steven Strickland. What's next for Steven?
Well, actually, we're on Real Talk with Crystal Glass. I'm just the guest. But anyway, what's next for Steven Strickland? Well, I actually just wrapped, yesterday, I wrapped a film called, I wrapped filming. The film is they're still filming. It's called The Mantle. It's an apocalyptic drama.
Watch it now.
Written by Sean Swingler, produced by Sean Swingler, Mia Spate. It talks about, Rapture. It talks about
End-time Bible
end times.
prophecy.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking
so
about.
so there's that film that'll be
Yes.
coming out, I believe, in 2020. I am rehearsing for a play called Ollie, which is a true story written by Allison Harmon and directed by Kareem Green and Tony Williams. They're also known as Get Right Entertainment, Get Right Productions. It takes place in 1960, post, civil rights era. It's about a young man who is falsely accused of a crime, and a young black man who's falsely accused of a crime, and I play his father, George. It's a great play. Rehearsals are fun, energetic, and serious because it's a serious topic, racism and racial tensions and all that stuff. Again, it's 1960,
Right.
post civil rights era. I'm also I just signed on to be the host of a upcoming traveling touring play called Love Under Contract. So I'm always, happy to be hosting, different events. My girl Shaka and Ursula, they came together and put this wonderful project together. I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm also in preparation for a film this summer, shooting this summer, called Boxer, written and directed and by, again, my great friend Katie Mack. Boxer is a love story about, two people. Will they decide to, take the same path? Their different lives bring them together. We see how that plays out. I play Donnie. I play a former boxer who runs the gym, but I can still keep up, with them. I play the uncle to one of the lead characters. So, I have some projects, on deck. I'm also going to be in, I rapped last year, which was like not too long ago, a series called Interface with acting company that I'm with called The Character. Shout out to the character Sheikh Mahmoud Bey and the rest of the team. So we shot the pilot episode in the first season, so look out for that soon. Also starring in, I got a lot going on, God is good. I'm also co-starring with comedian Hassan Oliver in a new show brought to you by the Newark International Film Festival called The Festival. It's kind of like a modern day Odd Couple. We're both trying to be the host of the Newark International Film Festival. So shout out to the Newark International Film Festival. And, I'm doing some consulting on some projects through Strickland Media Group. And just trying to stay busy, trying to do what I love and love what I do.
Well, listen, I would love for you to come back.
I would love to be
When the
back.
mantle comes out,
Okay.
we could do some pre-screening or pre-filming, go on set with you
Okay.
when you do the Boxer.
Okay.
You said that's the summer.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'll talk to Katie to see what's up. Yeah.
And interview the director, the writer, because it's all about family.
Right.
And it's all about helping each other out. And what's your final thought
My final thought.
on the whole Stephen Strickland vibe?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my final thought is to be yourself. People are going to love you for you. You want people to love you for you and accept you for you. So the only way you can do that is to be you. You've been blessed. We've been blessed with these gifts, with these talents. Make sure you give them back to the people. Always do something that's positive, that's pushing things in the right direction. I can't say it enough. Do what you love and love what you do. I love to entertain, to perform, to act, to create things that bring joy to people's lives. What else? Just, life is what you make it. Faith without works is dead. So, if you put work behind your faith, the possibilities are endless. So you have goals, you have dreams, you have things you want to conquer, levels you want to reach. Just put the work in. Put the work in. Be prepared. what is it? Be ready so you don't have to get ready.
Absolutely.
You know, all these cliches, these positive cliches, we can throw out, these motivational cliches we can throw out. But at the end of the day, be true to yourself and just love, man. Love everybody.
Amen.
Love everybody, and
Love your
get that
neighbor
love.
as yourself.
Come on, somebody. You get what you give out. That's your scripture.
This morning.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
your neighbor as yourself.
All right. Yeah. So just be on the.
Main commandment.
Come on now.
Come on.
You better preach.
First one. Love the Lord with all your heart, all your might, all your soul. And the second one is what? Thy neighbor as yourself. Anyway.
So this is real talk. This is real talk right here. This is real talk.
So we're ending the day, and we want to thank you for stopping by.
Oh, thank you
I know
very
you're
much.
busy.
Yes.
You're a busy man.
Yes.
But you got to do Denzel for me.
Oh,
You got to drink water with me.
yes.
And we had a good time.
Yes, we did. We did. We had a good time. We had a good time, Crystal.
So
Right
thank
here
you.
on Real Talk.
Right here. So thank you guys.
Hey,
guys
Jake.
and,
Real Talk with Crystal Glass.
hey,
Right?
hey, who?
Jake.
Jake.
You remember? Jake. You never know.
Jake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Training Day. Jake.
Jake.
Ethan Hawke. Yeah.
Call me. So you're on the show. Any of you out there want to be on the show? Tell us your story. Share your story with the world. Just contact us. Real Talk with Crystal Glass on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page. We love you. God bless you. Thank you for being
I guess that's a cut.